We wanted to know tonight about the pressures of being the best in the world at your sport, because not only do you have to keep winning these days, you have to keep media, sponsors, fans and the public happy too. And they can be tough masters, especially if you fall. Ian Thorpe is Australia's greatest ever Olympian, 5 gold medals. He's in New Zealand to watch our best swimmers as they try to qualify for this year's Commonwealth Games. Tony Reid spoke to him about the pressures of being and staying on top.
Is he a man? Maybe he is a super fit. What a swim!
It's hard to believe Ian Thorpe quit the pool almost 3.5 years ago.
With his paddles for arms that he's got, or hands, and paddles for feet.
He's still just a boy, he's just 17 years of age.
Australia's most successful Olympian, he won 5 Olympic golds, broke world records and picked up 11 world titles.
He's done it again! You are a freak!
He's going to do it! The torpedo sinks Phelps! He sinks Van den Hoogen Band!
But that was then, and this is now.
I'm not that fast anymore. And there's lots of little kids in there that, you know, want to have a race while I'm down at the pool.
Want to kick your butt.
And at the moment, I can still kind of beat them and try not to let them beat me. There's going to be a point where that changes, and then I'll get out of the pool, I think.
At his very best, Thorpe was untouchable, and on the odd time he got behind, he simply kicked his way out of trouble.
Irvin in front, Thorpe is mowing him down. Irvin's in front, Thorpe is coming over him. Irvin, Thorpe, Irvin, he got there!
The quality that I think is most important is just your mental strength in those situations, with all of the expectations and pressure that is just, you know, ladled upon you. You have to be able to deal with that and deal with that all the time.
And deal with the media intrusion into every aspect of your life. 2 of the most sensational stories this year have been that of American golfer Tiger Woods and Australian cricketer Michael Clarke, although golf and cricket have had nothing to do with it.
I have no comment, sorry guys.
I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behaviour I engaged in.
Both men took time out to get their lives back in order. When they returned to the sporting fold, they were on fire.
Somebody loves him.
If you look at someone like Tiger Woods at the moment, the distractions he's had, Michael Clarke, the distractions he's had, but yet both of them came back, Michael Clarke with a century and Tiger Woods with an incredible round today. How do they put those distractions to one side and compete when they stand up?
From what I know, in being able to do something that is quite familiar, it allows you to distract your mind from other issues that are going on at that, you know, within your life. And I think when you're methodical about your method in preparation, to be able to do something that you know and you know well is a distraction that you want to have in those situations. And I think that you can find, you know, when things are going poorly, when things are going bad, there's a lot of incentive that comes with that to actually perform well. And, you know, some of the best performances from athletes have come from being in adverse circumstances.
Were you one of those people?
Yeah.
You know, what were your toughest distractions?
I can remember I was 17 and I was in Germany, and I was accused of taking drugs by the German head coach. I thought about it in my room, you know, between the heats and the finals, and I thought, you know, for everything that could happen in a preparation for Olympic Games, that if I let things like this affect me, I'm never going to be able to perform as well as I want to at the Olympics. And so I jumped in for the 200 freestyle final, and I think I broke a world record by seconds. I can't remember how many. And it's the best race I've ever swum in my life.
Right.
And so I kind of worked out that, you know, there's buttons that you can push, and I'll push back harder. And you find it within yourself.
Ian Thorpe, a modest young man in total control.
Thorpe says the media circus over Tiger Woods has reminded him how difficult life in the spotlight can be. Swimming may have been hard to leave, but he doesn't miss the scrutiny one bit.
I know swimming, and I know it well, and I could have kind of continued along and swum, and, you know, it was a safe option, just to keep doing that. And now I've moved on, and I'm happy, you know, with what I'm doing at the moment. And it takes a while to actually adjust to, you know, what becomes a little bit more of a normal life.